Yeah, they tried to get a little misdirection there. Tried to fake a bubble screen while maybe pulling a lineman or moving somebody to the left side here. Running back coming this way.
Tate Johnson reads that well. Johnson and Tian Porter there to bring down the quarterback, and a loss of a couple. 3rd and 13 coming up now for Indianola. Indianola heavy on the run this year. They average 194 yards per game on the ground. Hildreth, he's nearing 1,000 for the season. Now they're in a passing situation. Vesey back to pass, chased out of the pocket. He wants to run with it, gets a little bit of a block. He's close to the first down marker. He slides in. I think he might be just short, John.
He does look like about half a yard short because he's at about the 29.5, but Campbell gets basically tackled coming on the splits here. I know that they could probably go holding at every play, but I think this one's, I don't think he can tackle somebody blitzing up the middle, but cuts back.
Now Vesey with the slide, I think with a head first
if he'd have lowered his shoulder, he would have got it for sure.
So into punt now is Cooper Huff. He averages just under 40 points, 40 yards a kick. End over end kick. Now the dangerous Logan Wolf. Wolf averaging about 18 yards per return this year in the punt. Stays away from it. And Indianola will down it right at the 22 where the Tigers took over the first time they had the football.
Well, that was a good start. First drive on offense, go down and score. Possession on defense, 3 and out.
Bleacher Creatures up and standing here in the postseason. First playoff game.
Tony's ready for the game.
Tigers' schedule. One of their signature wins was in week 4 when they beat Bettendorf here at the Unidome. And then the Tigers ended the season with a huge win on the road against 9th-ranked Cedar Rapids Prairie to win the district championship.
That win at Ankeny was a good win, too.
You see Indianola, they won 6 in a row and then lost their last 3. Quick pass out into the flat, making the catch. And short yardage on the play. On the grab is Jackson Gilbert for the Tigers, the senior wideout.
That's one of those ones where they a lot of times run that zone read with Sam Gary. That time they threw it out in the flat for a little bubble screen for Gilbert.
Gain of 3, Jackson Gilbert. That's his 13th catch of the year. He's averaging about 9 yards a grab this year for Coach Brad Remmert, Cedar Falls Tigers. Ball now at the 25-yard line. Tigers will run with Gary right side. That's been effective so far as Gary carrying tacklers up to the 35, and they'll move the chains. Another first down for the Tigers.
Yeah, that's a good setup on the play there. They look like it's a strong left formation, but then they bring Frericks in motion and they pull a lineman, which allows us to get a numbers advantage, which is what you need when you're running the ball.
Tigers making their 29th playoff appearance in school history. For Indianola, this is their 15th. Loescher, pitch to the left. Gary looking for a block. He gets it and then stumbles forward. He was just tripped up. Boy, if they don't get him by the ankle there, he's running for a long time.
Yeah, this toss play has been working really well. And this time, instead of bringing Frericks in motion, they just pulled the guard on the play side, got him to the edge.
Colton Clavel, senior linebacker, just slowed down and tripped up Gary enough because he had a big running room. There was a lot of green in front of him.
Exactly. And they keep trying to move Wolf around to see if they can get him a little bit more space here. They've been putting a safety over top most of the time.
2 wideouts to the left. They'll give it to Wolf. Wolf, this time stiff arms Hickson and gets free down the sidelines. And Logan Wolf, like I say, stepped out of bounds at the 41-yard line of Indianola. Another first down for the always dangerous Logan Wolf.
And that's one way to get him the ball when you got a safety coming over the top is to throw it to him real quick, let him make one guy miss, and there you go.
Wolf is averaging 16 yards a catch this year for the Tigers. So Cedar Falls already leading 7-0. Here with just 3 minutes and 12 seconds to go here in the first quarter. On the move again. A flag comes out and Gary goes down. He'll lose a yard.
That's usually a formation penalty or offsides, one of the two, but.
See who the penalty flag is.
It's an illegal shift, I think.
Tigers. Penalty against Cedar Falls.
So Frericks in motion. Not sure what the call is, but it's going to be against Cedar Falls. Tigers this year averaging almost 37 points per ball, averaging 37 points per ball game, and averaging 323 yards per game in offense. Very balanced, 157 through the air, 166 on the ground.
And that's the key to being tough to stop, is when you can run any play at any time.
So 1st and 15. Now that was a loss of a couple. Indianola might have been smart to accept that. Yeah. Or not decline the penalty, just accept the play. Play action, they fake the pitch. Loescher throwing it deep. Wolf has a step on the defensive back, but he's passes overthrown and incomplete.
Just missed him. And they had a little extra time there because of the penalty to let Logan rest so he could take a big run here. I know Kale would love to have that one back. Just missed him. You know, it's hard to outthrow Wolf. It's hard to overthrow him a little bit.
2nd and 15. So they've been using Grant Hickson, the 5'10", 152-pound junior cornerback, who has 3 interceptions this year, shadowing the dangerous Logan Wolf. Tigers need to get to the 31-yard line of Indianola. Oh, pass is deflected. It could have been intercepted. As Kolaric, one of the linebackers, almost had a gift. As hit from behind was the Loescher, and the ball floated in the air for a moment.
Yeah, we didn't get the right side of their line blocked very well there. He came through there. He's probably uncovered and got to Loescher's arm as he was throwing it there.
2:53 to go here in the first quarter. Hope you're enjoying our playoff game. Big thank you to Witham Auto Center for helping to allow us to broadcast this playoff game. And now movement on the Tigers. Cedar Falls going backwards. And Indianola, which brought a pretty good fan contingent for this playoff game, making noise. So the ball goes back to the Tigers side of the field at the 49-yard line of CF. 3rd and 20.
Interesting to see if they take just a safe approach here and pin him deep with field position, or let him throw it here, throw it deep.
Indianola fans bringing the cowbells, and they're ringing those now. Loescher in trouble, steps up in the pocket, and is then tackled by Clavel right at the 45-yard line.
It's okay, I like that decision by Kale, though. Don't throw it up. Just play it safe, play field position. Didn't have something right away, break the pocket, get as much as you can.
Cedar Falls will have to punt. 4th down and 14 coming up. Loescher, Tigers quarterback, is the punter. He's averaging 40 yards per punt. Trying to pin Indianola deep. Kick angling towards the near side corner, but it goes into the end zone. Touchback. And Indianola will take over at their own 20. Cedar Falls leading 7-0. So last time Indianola had the ball, quick 3 and out.
They had 2 negative plays, and then the quarterback scrambled and got about 14 yards and almost got the first down there.
So the Cedar Falls sidelines. Cedar Falls, the season over for the Tigers sophomore team. They bring up a lot of kids.
Yep.
So that sidelines packed.
It's a great experience for them getting to be around this atmosphere, this environment.
Quinn Vesey, the senior quarterback. Quick handoff up the middle, and Hildreth carrying tacklers. Strong run up to the 29-yard line.
He has a tough run. His legs just kept churning. A little quick dive there right up the middle. Get quick through the hole there.
About a half-yard short of the first down. Indians love to run. That's they average 291 yards per game, 194 on the ground, 97 through the air. So the strength is their running attack. This is a more traditional.
It's like a wildcat
team.
set here, no quarterback.
So Hildreth will get the snap, and we're going to have a delay of game penalty, it appears, against Indianola. So it's a break for the Tigers. So now it's a 2nd down and 5.5 yards coming up here for the Indians.
The way that play looked like they were going to fake a jet sweep and then just run kind of a power, which is what you do a lot on those Wildcat sets.
Indianola, when they jumped out that 6-0 start to begin the year, their big win, they had an impressive victory at Fort Dodge. And Fort Dodge involved in the postseason. They faked the jet sweep, and it is the quarterback running up the mid, Hildreth in the quarterback position.
They're just trying to draw attention away from the outside there, get you off balance, and go right up the middle. We got good penetration there. He just made him miss.
Hildreth came in needing 23 yards to go over 1,000. Minute and 5 seconds to go here. 3rd down and 1. They have VC at quarterback, getting loud here at the Dome. VC gives it off to Hildreth. Hildreth puts his head down, and he'll move the sticks on a run of about 2 yards.
That was a good, tough run there. It was pretty stuffed there by the Tigers. Still found a way.
So 1st and 10. Coming down to the final seconds of this first quarter. Cedar Falls leading 7-0. Cale Loescher finding Jackson Frericks on an 11-yard touchdown pass. VC play action. Now Mr. running, throwing it on the run, and catch is made but well out of bounds by the receiver. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 10. So Indianola trying to catch Tigers off guard, throwing on 1st down.
Yeah, good job maintaining your roles there on the defensive side of the ball. Nobody was open for him to throw to.
Second down and 10. VC working out of the pistol, and now another penalty against Indianola, illegal procedure.
Procedure penalty against the Indians.
Cedar Falls will watch as Indianola goes back 5 yards. Now it's a 2nd down and 15.
Well, I didn't see that one there, but we'll take it. Now we're in a good down and distance here. Need to make sure we hold them here, get the ball back.
Indianola look like they're getting a little extra fan support. It's like Simpson football team is here on the cheer. That little dump pass. It's caught. It's Hildreth taking it up to the 34-yard line. Hildreth coming in, the leading receiver as well for the Indians, besides being the leading ground gainer as well. That's his now 19th reception of the year.
Campbell and Barnett there and on the tackle.
And that will close out the first quarter. So Cedar Falls up 7-0 after 1 quarter of play in this Class 4A first round playoff game. More action from the Unidome after this on Cedar Falls Community Television.
Whatever you want, Witham has it. Like years of experience when you bring your vehicle in for service. Our expert technicians have the know-how to service any make or model. Combine that knowledge with the latest technology, and no service department around can compare to Witham's. And remember to go online or check your mailbox for this month's specials at Witham Auto Centers in Waterloo, Cedar Falls, and the Port City.
Everything we do is driven by you.
And today's broadcast is brought to you by Witham Auto Center. Everything we do is driven by you. Located on South Main Street in Cedar Falls, or find us online at withamauto.com. Big thank you to the Witham Auto Center, so that we can provide you with exciting Tiger playoff football. Mark Simpson and John Yoakum here from the Unidome. Tigers gaining 120 yards in that first quarter to Indianola's 32. It's a 3rd and 9 coming up for the Indians.
It's a big down here. I'd like to get the ball back.
VC, the quarterback. Tigers show to blitz and they pull it off. Now a pass over the middle. There's contact, and a flag comes out. Now Campbell collided with the receiver. That's too bad for Jack, because even if he makes the catch, Campbell would have brought him down immediately. Just an inadvertent bump by Campbell.
Well, part of the problem was the pass was not a very good pass. If it had been a better pass, he would have got there right away, and Campbell would have timed it about perfectly. But it was kind of low and behind him, which made Campbell run through the defender.
And that'll be a first down. The intended receiver was Grant Hickson. So that penalty on third down.
It's been their best play.
Yep, puts the ball up now to the 48-yard line. Indians started the year 6-0. They're on trying to snap a 3-game losing streak. So taking on the number 2 ranked Cedar Falls Tigers. Hildreth up the middle. Brought down. French and Campbell are there.
46.
Yeah, they met him right there, got off their blocks. Good aggressive play there.
That's a gain of 1.
Second down and 9. A pickup of just 1 yard in the play. One of the keys to the Tigers' success this year has been the play of that front 4. The Tigers have outstanding linebackers, but that front 4 has really proven to be a big difference maker for how stingy this Tiger defense is. Vesey pumps once, chased out of the pocket. Now he runs up the middle, and Tigers trying to strip the ball out of his hands as he's tackled right at the Cedar Falls 46-yard line, bringing up a 3rd and 5.
The Tigers defended that really well. They kind of faked the bubble and tried to do a go route off of it. Nobody was open. He just tucked it and ran. Good decision by the quarterback not to let that go.
It's called 3rd and 4 now for Indianola.
It's got to be tiring for the quarterback. He runs, gets the play, and runs it back over every single play.
That'd be a good shape. So Vesey working out of the shotgun. We'll go with Hildreth. Hildreth, second effort, keeps the legs moving, but then only picked up a couple, so they're going to be short by 2.5, 3 yards. 4th down coming up. Eric Kluver is the head coach for Indianola, and he's going to keep the offense out there.
I think this is one where you try to draw them off sides, try to do a long count, and then if you get a penalty for 5 yards, you can punt it anyways. But I'd be surprised if they actually go for it here.
VC, yep. Looks like he's bluffing here. Play clock down to 7, and now they're going to use, how they use a timeout.
Timeout. Indianola.
So Indianola uses their first timeout of the game, and now at this point you'd think that they are going to go for it.
See, I think they're going to punt it. That's too much momentum. If you turn the ball over at the 45 or somewhere in there, that's going to be a problem. I think you got to kick it deep and try to play defense, because the defense had some success last time. Got the Tigers to punt.
Well, Sam Gary had a good first quarter for the Tigers. He rushed for 61 yards on 9 carries. Now they're going to say that the touchdown drive for the Tigers was an 11-play, 77-yard drive that ate up 4 minutes and 38 seconds off the clock. A 10-yard touchdown pass, Loescher to Frericks. So now they do bring in the punting team.
It's too dangerous at this point, I think, in the game. If you were 10 yards farther downfield, maybe, but that close to midfield, I just don't think you can do it.
So why not just take the penalty and keep those timeouts? As Cooper Hoff with the punt takes a roll, and Wolf will field it inside the 10. Sheds a couple tacklers, but he's in trouble, and he goes down around the 13.
Takes a lot of confidence and guts to pick that ball up, because you know people are right there. It could take a bad hop at any time, but he times that just right. And they practice that over and over, catching those short hops. Made about 3 guys miss to get 4 yards.
Well, the kicking game, though, for Indianola has given the Tigers some bad field position here in this first half.
Yes, it has. And they do kind of that rugby-style kick, keep it low, try to keep it out of Wolf's hands as best they can.
9:53 to go here in the first half. Loescher under center. Gary is the tailback. Here comes Sam, right side of line of scrimmage, and he picks up a couple.
So they've done a couple of those toss plays where they pull a guard and get people outside. This time they try to make it look like that while running power to hopefully get the defense shifted out and have some running lanes up the middle.
Now 2nd down and 7. 9.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Tigers up 7-0. And again, it's Gary. And Sam Gary finding running room and spun out of bounds. As he picks up about 14 yards on that carry. 1st and 10 for Cedar Falls.
A lot of our games this year, the offensive line's kind of worn teams down in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter. They're already opening up big holes. I think that's a good sign for us moving forward.
Cedar Falls coaching staff felt they had an edge in that physicality going into this game.
Yeah, we definitely look more physical up front on both sides of the ball.
So 1st and 10, the ball spotted at the 28-yard line of Cedar Falls. Sam Gary has played a big role in this first half with his legs. Now back to pass. Loescher steps back, still looking, dumps it underneath, and making the catch is Frericks near the Tigers sidelines. Short pickup, about 4 yards, but positive yards.
Look like it's going to be a quick slant. It wasn't there. He just kept his legs moving, flipped it out to the side.
Good composure by Loescher as he stayed in the pocket. Looking to the last second to find a receiver. 2nd and 6 coming up for the Tigers. Loescher completing 63% of his passes this season. As Gary puts his head down, and Gary is close to the 1st down marker.
Good strong run there, and the lineman helped clean it up at the end to get the extra yard or 2 he needed.
And the referee says, move the chains.
And I know Sam missed some time during the year, but I think not having those hits on your body for 4 games is definitely going to pay some dividends here in the playoffs.
Logan Wolf averages 16 yards a catch and has 16 touchdown grabs this year. Split wide to the right. Tigers will run it though. Here's Sam Gary, and Kolaric plugs the hole and brings down the Tigers leading rusher just as he got across the 40-yard line.
It looked like Indianola just had one more guy there than we had blockers. Good tackle on the play. Sam tried to cut it back. He saw he wasn't open there.
Cedar Falls in the playoffs for the 29th time in school history. Cedar Falls all-time in the playoffs is 41-27. That's 18th best in state history. Tigers, of course, winning it all in 1986. And appearances in the finals in 2005 and 2008 under the great Pat Mitchell. Pass over the middle, caught on the run is Logan Wolf. That's a 1st down for the Tigers.
And I think you're seeing that they're trying to put somebody over the top of Logan for most of this game. So these kind of crossing routes, deep crosses are the ones that he's going to get today.
Logan Wolf with the reception, and Cedar Falls now back into the Indian side of the field at the 44-yard line. 7:15 to go here in the first half. Tigers looking for their 10th straight win. Looking to his left, pumping once, now throws it underneath, and it's caught by Wolf, and he's immediately bumped out of bounds.
Great play design there, though. Pump fake quick, draw the defensive back, stop and go, blew right by him. And then it's got to be a dart right there because you got the safety coming, too. It was a great pass, great route.
Wolf pointing at his quarterback on the money. Ball at the 25-yard line. Tigers, this drive started deep in their own territory.
And that's why I thought you couldn't go for it near midfield, because it's just going to be a quick possession with the way the offense has moved the ball.
And
timeout, Indianola.
Indianola calls a defensive timeout.
Going to regroup here.
Cedar Falls, it's been a fun season. Yes. They have gone undefeated, and now here hosting this first-round playoff game. Good shot of the Tiger huddle. Ken Koltoff, one of the assistant coaches.
Okay, guys, just keep doing what you're doing. Keep opening the holes. Sam, you keep running through the open holes. There we go.
This is bracket C. This is where the Tigers are involved with. See the bottom of the bracket is Waukee taking on Urbandale at Waukee. And the two winners will meet next Friday. The team with the highest RPI hosting. That's bracket D. Bettendorf, who the Tigers saw earlier this year, they're hosting Pleasant Valley, just 5-4. And then Iowa City West, always strong. They're hosting Cedar Rapids Kennedy. First and 10. Tigers have something going on this drive. Pitch to the right. And Sam Gary spins his way, keeps the legs moving. Forward progress right about the 20-yard line. Took about 4 or 5 Indianola players to finally bring him down.
That's one of those as a coach. I wish they'd blow the whistle sometimes quicker on those. 'Cause that's sometimes where injuries can happen. And he's already stacked up. Before momentum is over, I'd blow a quick whistle there. I just don't like the setup of that.
Count, there's about 7 white jerseys pushing them.
Yep. You know, somebody falls down, somebody rolls up. That's how injuries happen there.
It's a Tiger offensive line of Holtzman, Campbell, Hoth, Leistokow, and Jackson. Opening up some holes for Sam Gary. Second down and 6. Gary puts his head down and, as always, falls forward for about 3.
Yeah, that was a good run there. There wasn't a whole lot there, trying to kind of hit a quick hitter here. Kind of had a cut back there.
Tackle made on the play by Wes Hogard for Indianola. They're out of District 6. So it's a 3rd down and 3. Tigers will run right. They go power side that way. Oh, big block by Leistokow, but Gary's going to be dropped short of the first down by about 1.5 yards. Let's see where they spot it. Watch Leistokow, 71. He threw the pancake block. It's still going to be about 4th down. Let's call it about a short 3 for Cedar Falls. Going for it. Cedar Falls misdirection play. Gary up the middle. And I don't know.
I don't think he got it.
I think he may be stopped short. Indianola's defense comes racing off the field, and Gary's going to be stopped short.
That's where you try to catch him off guard. They kind of went quicker than they've been going.
So Indianola bends but does not break. Comes up with a key stop on 4th down. And the ball will be spotted at the 16-yard line.
A big play for Indianola's defense there.
Just under 5 minutes remaining in the first half. Tigers lead 7-0. Tigers took the opening drive, went 77 yards. And it was Loescher finding Frericks on a 10-yard touchdown pass. Vesey running the jet sweep. They'll give it to Kolaric. Kolaric caught in the backfield, and he's going to go down. Tigers' Caden Barnett slows things down along with Tyson French.
Yep. Campbell got in there to clean up as well. Big thing is you want to stretch it out here. Don't let him get outside. Turn it back inside. French gets a hold of him. It's over.
Big loss on the play. So it'll be a 2nd down and almost 18 yards coming up here. Ball goes back to the 10-yard line. Now it's 2nd and that's almost 17.
For those kind of sweep plays where you got to be significantly faster because you have to get to the outside before anything happens.
Vesey will throw, pumps once. Chase, as he rolls to his right, throws it on the run and well out of bounds. Incomplete.
There wasn't anybody out. There's only one receiver route there.
3rd down and 16 at the 10-yard line.
Vesey just throwing it away.
A good decision there. It's good. Stops the clock for us, too.
4:08 shows the clock. 3rd down and 16. Vesey. Now they're going to run the draw play, and Hildreth is brought down. Again, there's French slowing things down, and then
Volunteer Hildreth. Tyson
and not a
Frank,
good series there for the Indians, and they'll have to punt.
It's a great response there by the defense there after that 4th down, not getting the 1st down, to come out there and kind of just shut them out here and get the ball back for the offense.
And now, again, Wolf averaging 18 yards on punt returns this year. He's returned 3 for touchdowns. He's standing right at midfield. Hoff is the punter. Tigers come in hard. High kick that Wolf backpedals, makes the catch. Tremendous punt coming to the near side, trying to get a block. Turns the corner at the 40, 45, tackled out of bounds. Right at the 49-yard line.
Good return there. When he brings it back to the Indianola sideline, he does a nice job of stutter stepping to slow down and then speed back up here. He kind of slows it down and then picks up the speed to get to the outside.
That was a tremendous punt by Hoff for Indianola.
He's under some heavy pressure too.
Well, Cedar Falls, 3 minutes, 16 seconds to go here before halftime, up 7-0. Tigers have all 3 timeouts remaining. Loescher works out of the shotgun. The junior quarterback pitch to the right. Here's Gary. And coming up, there's Kolaric, the linebacker, to bring Gary down right at the line of scrimmage.
Tackle made by Moffitt.
Kolaric, number 22, coming up with the tackle. Kolaric is strong safety.
Indianola starting to get some confidence defensively there after that last stop and kind of stringing that play out.
Tigers looking for a big play. And looking to throw. Loescher to the sidelines. Caught by Wolf. Who else? And he's bumped out of bounds. That's a 1st down catch. 12 yards. Ball goes up to the 38-yard line of Indianola.
That's the kind of play that's almost always going to be there because they have to respect that deep speed.
And a 1st down for the Tigers.
2 minutes, 35 seconds still to play here in the 1st half. Tigers would love to put the ball into the end zone here in the closing moments of this 1st half. Again, it's the play action over the middle and making the grab for the Tigers. And that's Jackson Frericks. Frericks had a huge catch against Cedar Rapids Prairie last week, and the Tigers had the ball inside their own 1-yard line late in the 4th quarter that helped spark a long 99-yard drive that clinched the game. The Tigers won 28-14. And misdirection play.
That looked like a false start to me
Yeah,
almost. That's what I thought.
Slow start. Gain of about 4 yards on the play. And now Cedar Falls will use their 1st timeout. I was waiting for the flag to come out.
We definitely got away with that there because we had 2 or 3 guys leave a little early.
Well, here's the situation. Cedar Falls leads 7-0. 2 minutes and 4 seconds on the clock, facing a 2nd down and 6. Ball at the 21-yard line. Here's the final Radio Iowa Class 4A football poll of the year. Tigers coming in at number 2. West Des Moines Valley, the number 1 ranked team. Final ratings. Look at 7, 8, and 9. Waukee and Johnston both beating Indianola, but the Indians did beat number 9, Fort Dodge. In the Des Moines Register poll, Tigers again number 2. Cedar Falls defeating number 4 Bettendorf this year and number 10 Cedar Rapids Prairie. But the Tigers have such a high RPI.
Hey, you play good teams and you beat good teams, it's going to work out for you.
Tigers still have 2 timeouts to go. Cernett and Gilbert to the left. Wolf top of the, looking to throw is Loescher. Now he's going to take off. Loescher in the 15, the 10, the 5, puts his head down, knocked out of bounds at the 2. Strong run by Cale Loescher, but he's slow getting up. And now concern as Loescher on his back still. Look at Cale Loescher. He took a hard hit here. And Loescher paid the price.
Yeah, that's one of those. I think he was thinking he might be able to get in if he kind of lowers his shoulder.
And look at the high head. Watch his helmet.
That should have been targeting there.
And Loescher is still down on his back, so.
Looked like Hale kind of almost went helmet to helmet there.
Big concern here as they look at Loescher. Tigers trainer Pete Waters talking to the junior quarterback, and you know, if this is a concussion or some type of injury like that,
that's helmet to helmet.
Yep, that'll be you wonder about.
Well, and this is where it's nice. I know they've had some sophomores practicing with the varsity guys for weeks now, and the sophomore team is a very good team. So they have guys prepared, but you always want to prepare for the worst case scenario. But he's up. Looks like he's okay.
Did he just get his bell wrong, or maybe his neck was injured? Brad Remmert, head coach of the Tigers, patting him on the helmet. Now, what's that to see the?
So I know they have Landon Wolf ready to go to at quarterback.
They're going to do a lot of testing here, just make sure he's all right.
Yep, and that's the right thing to do. You have to do it that way.
So Tigers will bring in Wolf, Landon Wolf. He's the younger brother of Logan Wolf. Put in a pressure situation.
Or you could just put Logan at quarterback and run Wildcat.
And I think that's what they're going to do. Wolf this year is 4 out of 5 passing the football. They're going to put him in at the Wildcat.
Got Campbell in at fullback too. It's a good lead blocker.
Strong side to the right, and that's the way they'll run with Wolf. And he's caught at the 4 though, and nowhere to go. He'll lose yardage. Well, Indianola expecting that.
Yeah, you definitely expect to see a run there, given that Cale just went out.
And they shot the gaps well, and disrupting everything was, again, it's Wes Hogard. So ball goes back, 2nd and goal now, at the 4-yard line. Minute 45 to go here in the first half. Cale Loescher out. The apparent neck or head injury right now for the Tigers. And now timeout taken, and this is going to be charged to who? Indianola.
They saw something they didn't like there defensively. And then where the game's at right now, 7-0. Difference between a touchdown and a field goal is huge for them right now.
So, Ed, there's Class 4A first-round playoffs. That's in bracket A. Undefeated Ankeny Centennial taking on Southeast Polk. Gets into the playoffs with a losing record. Then you see, we're told Southeast Polk, though, is an early lead on Ankeny Centennial. Throw out the records when those teams meet. Cedar Rapids Prairie, who I was very impressed with, they're at Johnston. That should be a fun game. Prairie is just so difficult to prepare for.
Bracket B here.
Bracket B with West Des Moines Valley, the top-ranked team, hosting Ankeny. The Tigers beat earlier in the season.
I also heard Ankeny scored first. It was up 7-0 in that game.
And Fort Dodge and West Des Moines Dowling. Tiger cheerleaders hoping it's a long run in the postseason for the Tigers. So Logan Wolf in at cornerback under center. Ball at the 4. Tigers will run with Gary. Gary has a hole. And Sam Gary's in for the score. Gary off the right side of the line of scrimmage, in for the touchdown.
He just puts his head down here, finds a little seam. Ooh, fumbled into the end zone. Gilbert got it, looked like. I don't know if they gave it to Sam Gary or Gilbert, but either way, Gilbert was ready there for that recovery.
We'll have to see if they give it to Gary or Jackson Gilbert. Well, it is a touchdown. 14. Oh, Tigers trying to make it 14-0. I'm so confident with Cook out there.
Put it on the board.
Matthew Cook senior. Boots it through the upright. Let's watch it again. See if that was.
Looks like the official calls it a touchdown.
And Gary puts his head down. Oh, you see? Yep, he lost the ball. And alert play by Jackson Gilbert. So Gilbert finding that ball in the end zone for the score.
Take it any way we can get it.
Jackson Gilbert, that's his second touchdown of the year. A fumble recovery in the end zone. Tigers with the extra point leads 14-0. So Tigers will be kicking off now and hope to hold this lead heading into the locker room.
Be interested to see Indianola's approach here on offense if they just try to run the clock out and get to the halftime. If they throw a pass and it's not completed, Tigers can still take 2 timeouts, take a couple shots.
Cook with that bionic leg. Shorter kick for him, taken at the 9-yard line. And the running room up the middle. And brought down right across the 30-yard line. Indianola with a good return. So, see how the Indians, will they be aggressive here?
Yeah, their approach here on first down will be interesting to see what they do here. With a running-based offense, though, it's really hard to go 65, 70 yards. That's your style of offense.
We go into a passing formation with 4 receivers. VC, though, will keep it on the ground, and Hildreth is immediately wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. Tigers seem to be expecting that. Now, VC this year, at quarterback, a huge advantage for Cedar Falls going into this game with Loescher coming into the game had 22 touchdown passes. VC's only thrown 2 touchdown passes all season long. And
that's a good quarter or half for Cale.
Yeah. Second down and 10. They look left, now throw deep right, and picked off by Cedar Falls. David Luby, no correction. Picked off on the play by Cedar Falls.
Logan Hogue.
Logan Hogue making a great over-the-shoulder interception.
That's textbook position here. You want to keep your inside leverage. Finds the ball, does a great job of keeping good position there and able to catch it on a tip there.
So Logan Hogue, the senior defensive back, with a big play here. In the ball spotted at now the Cedar Falls 32, 43 seconds to go. Remember Cook with that big leg. And Cedar Falls can get into field goal position here.
Is there any way we can have Wolf throw it to Wolf here?
Wolf out of the shotgun, rolls to his right, throws it, caught, and this is Jackson Gilbert. Gilbert picks up the first down and then pushed out of bounds. And that stops the clock. That only ate up 8 seconds.
I was going to say, get out of bounds. He's fighting for those extra yards. I was worried about him staying in bounds. We did a good job there right on the edge there of getting out. Good extra block here on the edge by Ben Cernett. Even Ben Cernett's telling him to get out of bounds.
The ball at the 46-yard line. Logan Wolf, movement at the line, and that'll be a legal procedure. And I guess you'd have to maybe expect a little bit of rustiness with the new quarterback.
And you have a different signal caller. You get used to Cale's cadence as how he calls the offense, those kind of things, and it's different. But Sam knew right away.
Cale Loescher sitting on the Tigers bench by himself, and hopefully it's nothing serious with that big hit he took. Rolling out, and Wolf with a good pass, and caught by Ben Cernett. Pushed out of bounds at the 44-yard line of Indianola. 34 seconds remaining here in the first half. Tigers still have 2 timeouts left.
It's a route where you get guys on all 3 levels, and you just let him pick which one he wants to go to.
How freaky an athlete is Logan Wolf?
Yeah, it's nice so you can take one of the best receivers we ever had here at Cedar Falls and then just say, hey, the quarterback got hurt, go play some quarterback. That's a great throw, too. I think he's also a threat to maybe run from that position. If he breaks the pocket, he might be able to run from there, too.
Tigers about 19 yards away from being in field goal range for Cook. Now Wolf chased out of the pocket, takes off. He's tripped up and down at the 41-yard line of Indianola. And the Tigers will use a timeout with 27 seconds remaining in the first half. Cedar Falls up 14-0.
There's a quick timeout there, and it'd be interesting to see what the approach is here. If they try to call 2 plays or just call 1, and if they get stopped inbounds, use their last timeout. But they still have plenty of time here. You can still go over the middle. You still have your timeout. But if you get a first down, I like calling 2 plays. Or if you can call a first down play where you get past the first down marker inbounds, have a secondary play ready so when you set the change, you're ready to go.
Cedar Falls coming into this playoff game 9-0. Indianola 6-3.
It looks like Coach Remmer just said there, if you catch it inbounds, you get a first down, they're going to spike it because you're not going to use 4 downs anyways at that point. So that looks to be their strategy at this point.
So again, Cale Loescher on that touchdown drive for the Tigers tried to run it in. It was hit hard right at the 2-yard line, shaken up, has left the game. Logan Wolf, Tigers' outstanding wide receiver, now in at quarterback for CF and trying to direct the Tigers to a late TD. And now a little run up the middle. Here's running room for Wolf. Wolf turns it up 20, 15, and then steps out of bounds right about the 13.
It's kind of funny because we were just talking about, what if Wolf runs it? Just so skilled of a runner.
When he gets a full head of steam.
Good luck tackling that. Very smart to get out of bounds there as well. Save the timeout.
Jay Hale, the free safety.
I think that's why they talked about spiking it there because they knew he could possibly get tackled right away.
Could have been movement by the Tigers again. Wolf stiff arms the defensive tackle and was chased out of bounds with 12 seconds to go inside the 10-yard line.
Pretty impressive strength here too. Here, just stiff arm a defensive tackle. There you go. Run to the outside.
Jacob Weber. There's Cale Loescher.
What day is it, Cale?
Okay.
Yeah, he looks okay there.
Just precautionary, keeping him out right now.
Yep.
So 12 seconds to go here in the first half. Tigers now threatening again. The ball at the 7-yard line. Strong side to the left. Tigers still with 1 timeout remaining. Gilbert in motion. Now Tigers have to use their final timeout as the play clock was winding down.
Timeout.
That's tough. Now it kind of changes what you have to do. Looked like they wanted a guy to go in motion. Another tough thing with this is when you put Logan at quarterback all the time, then you have new guys playing receiver that Logan's almost always in that spot as a receiver. And that's almost more hard to prepare for, or more difficult to prepare for than him just sliding to quarterback.
So how do you think about
I think about throwing a fade.
Team?
Yeah, I think you take a shot at a fade to Luke Anhold or Jackson Frericks. You got good size still out there. I think you take a chance at a fade.
Frericks 6'7". Good guy to just throw it up there and let him take advantage of his height. Reach up, grab it. And there's Frericks, and Ben Cernett has been hot here over the last 3 weeks as he's brought in a couple touchdown passes. So the Tigers have some weapons even with Wolf not in there. Now Wolf throwing the football. Tigers showing the eye. Gilbert running across the field. And Wolf will throw it. Receivers there. Frericks caught. Touchdown. Great looking play.
Logan Wolf, Jackson Frericks.
Again, that's where you just take a chance. You got a 6'7" receiver, tight end type, fake the power, just throw it up. He just spun and threw it.
So Cedar Falls able to score here late in this first half. With just 7 seconds remaining. And now.
That's a pretty safe pass because even if he doesn't catch it, he's going to be able to knock it down at his size.
That's got to be demoralizing for Indianola. And Cook with the extra point.
Well, like Cook got hit at the end of that play as well.
Tigers showing their depth. And it's Wolf throwing his first touchdown pass of the year. And it's Jackson Frericks.
He was throwing that no matter what. He was even a little covered. The coach is letting me throw a pass for a touchdown. I'm throwing it.
So Tigers now lead 21-0.
Scored 2 touchdowns here right in the last couple minutes here, second quarter. That's big.
Last minute, 29 seconds. I should say minute and 22 seconds. They have scored a couple touchdowns. Well, today's playoff game is brought to you by Witham Auto Center. Everything we do is driven by you. Located on South Main Street in Cedar Falls, or find us online at withamauto.com. Jackson Frericks has hauled in 2 touchdown passes here in the first half. And Gilbert has the other touchdown and covering that fumble. As
offsides here.
Tigers are offsides. And so that'll mark them back 5 yards.
Tough thing about that is it's going to pretty much guarantee that they're going to get a return here. Be nice to have one where he kicked it in the end zone. There's no return with 7 seconds left.
Matthew Cook has been a huge weapon. The second-ranked Tiger team. His deep kickoffs this year. Still got a big boot on it, taken at the 4. And tripped up as he gets to the 20-yard line is Grant Hickson, and that will close out the first half. So Cedar Falls, couple late touchdowns, and they lead 21-0. Well, the concern is on their quarterback, Cale Losher. His status heading into the second half.
Nice thing is he looked good when we got the camera angle there at the end of the second quarter, so he looks okay.
Tigers with the big lead at halftime in this Class 4A first round playoff game. We'll be back with more from the Unidome after this on Cedar Falls Community Television.
What's the easiest way to buy? The Witham way. That means offering a great selection of new Fords and Volkswagens at our Cedar Falls location. From the brand more people buy, Ford, to the innovative lineup of Volkswagens, we've got you covered. That's the Witham way. And check your mailbox for this month's specials or online at withamauto.com. Witham Auto Centers in Waterloo, Cedar Falls, and LaPorte City.
Everything we do is driven by you.
To Maddie, congrats on paying off all those student loans.
Finally, right?
How'd you manage that anyway?
I started tracking my spending, changed a couple of habits.
Wow, I'm kind of living paycheck to paycheck right now. I don't even know how I'm doing it.
Well, have you tried saving a little?
I want to, but where's that money gonna come from? Bill collectors, they're the worst. Am I right?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
Not home.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Welcome back. We're at the Unidome for this Class 4A first round playoff game, and our broadcast is brought to you by Witham Auto Center. Everything we do is driven by you. Located on South Main Street in Cedar Falls, or find us online at withamauto.com. Tigers dominating the first half as we look at some of the highlights. Opening drive, big holes for Sam Gary, who rushed for over 100 yards in the first half. And the Tigers getting into the end zone as Cale Loescher hooking up with Jackson Frericks for the touchdown. The 23rd touchdown pass of the year for Loescher. And the Tigers offense at times looked unstoppable.
Most of the time.
As Logan Wolf bumped out of bounds and on the ground or through the air. There's Loescher hooking up with Wolf with the first down completion. It was a huge first half for Logan Wolf. That was that perfect pass thrown by Loescher near the sidelines. That was a first down. And then this is the critical play as Cale Loescher forced out of the pocket, runs with it, tries to go to the end zone, and watch the helmet-to-helmet hit right there on Loescher, who's down. And one of our camera people said that Loescher was complaining about his neck. So Logan Wolf came in at quarterback, gives it to Sam Gary. Now initially we thought the fumble and that Gilbert was going to get credited with the touchdown, but they said Sam Gary will get that touchdown run. And then how about the big play by Hogue for the Tigers, coming out with that huge pick. Logan Hogue, his first interception of the year, is a big one. And the Tigers play beat the clock. Logan Wolf now at quarterback, finding Ben Cernett on the sidelines. And then Wolf with his feet and this big run put the Tigers inside the 10-yard line. With just 12 seconds to go in the first half, Wolf throws it, and it's the big tight end, Jackson Frericks, hauling in another touchdown reception, and the Tigers lead 21-0. There's Cale Loescher for Cedar Falls. Being checked out by, again, athletic trainer Pete Waters. I don't know if we'll see Cale here in the second half with the big lead, John, but it'll be interesting to see how the Tigers play this.
I think if he's good to go, they're going to let him play a few possessions for sure. But we'll see. I mean, I know you got the lead, but you want to make sure he's okay and put him out there for a little bit and see how he does. Excellent shots by our tremendously talented Cedar Falls Community Television crew. Logan Wolf listening in, see whether or not he's going to be at quarterback. He said, "Am I playing quarterback or am I playing receiver?" First half stats dominated by Cedar Falls. Tigers with 18 first downs. Indianola with just 2. Tigers with 152 yards through the air, 164 on the ground. They had 316 yards in total offense in the first half. Indianola just 36. The only negative for the Tigers, 5 penalties. And they had a big edge in the time of possession, 14 minutes and 48 seconds to 9 minutes and 12 seconds for Indianola. Well, we were talking at halftime. It just feels like we should almost be ahead by more. But there's some big plays at the end of the first half. You talked about the interception from Hogue. That kind of opened things up here. You feel a lot better at halftime now that we're up 21-0. It was 7-0, so almost a few minutes left in the second quarter to get those last 2 touchdowns were big. Tigers will kick off to begin this third quarter. Class 4A, first round playoff action. The Tigers coming in. Top seed in this bracket C. John was doing his bracketology. Yeah, the 2 highest seeds are down right now. And so if that would happen and Cedar Falls will keep winning, it could set up a potential matchup with Dowling in the semis, but that's a long ways away. A lot of football to be played here as kickoff, and Hickson stepping into the end zone. A little indecision on what to do, and it'll be a touchback. So the ball will be spotted at the 20-yard line. You also talked about if Kale was going to give it a shot here in the second half. There's new concussion protocols with the state mandating things, and so there's times where he might not even be allowed to play. So we'll see what they do here.
We'll have to wait until the Tigers get the ball on offense. First of all, the Indians trying to solve this tremendously strong Tiger defense. Had 5 shutouts during the regular season, and Indianola hurts themselves by movement at the line of scrimmage, and this will be 1st and 15.
Yeah, the center fall started first, and then the right guard went there. It's like a fake snap.
Indianola is making their 15th playoff appearance. Their all-time record, though, in the playoffs, just 1-14. I was shocked when I saw that.
Well, it depends on who they match up in the first round. If they're matching up with those Des Moines Metro teams, that's a tough matchup in the playoffs.
This is Dylan Hildreth.
Runs into French and Campbell.
Hildreth had 13 yards in the first half. Now he needs 23 to get over 1,000 for the season. Tyson French, he's had a great senior season. 2nd down and 12. That's the 5th tackle for a loss this year for Tyson French. Play action, VC throws it out. Caught by Koleric, and he is bumped out of bounds. Short pickup on the play. Again, they don't have much of a vertical game. They throw it mainly underneath to their running backs and just short curl-in patterns to their wide receivers. 3rd down and 7 coming up.
Be a big stop here for the Tigers. Get the ball back on offense if they can stop them here.
VC out of the shotgun. Quinn VC back to pass, throws it near side, caught, and 1st down catch. Making the grab, Peyton Buzo.
A nice catch on the edge there. We almost stepped in front of this route. Tate Johnson almost got there.
Good for Indianola, 1st down.
Indians quarterback is Quinn VC. Dylan Hildreth is the tailback. And their wideouts of Grant Hickson, Peyton Buzel, Cooper Huff, and Colby Koleric. Here's a ball deflected off the hands of Koleric. Hangs in the air, and Alex Paxson almost had a chance for that one.
He's close on the edge here. Pretty good throw. It's a little high. Gets tipped.
Paxson, one of those ball hawks. Junior has 3 picks this year. He also had a 39-yard return for an interception on a
against Bettendorf.
Against Bettendorf.
Looked like a similar play almost there.
2nd down and 10. The Indians come out passing to begin this second half. Tigers leading 21-0.
False start. 67.
Yeah, Andrew Lester, the right tackle, moved early.
Illegal procedure penalty.
Well, the Tigers shift right there at the last second, and it draws them off there. And that's a legal play. As long as you don't go forward into the neutral zone, you can go to the side.
Indians only had 2 penalties in the first half. They have 2 on this series. And now it's a 2nd down and 15. Tigers took the opening kickoff, went 77 yards for a score. They were kept out of the end zone until minute 29 to go in the first half. Then they scored again, or late, just 7 seconds to go in the first half, and opened up a 21-0 lead.
Good job of gang tackling here by the Tigers. French kind of sets the edge here. And there's a whole host of Tigers there in on the tackle. Sets up 3rd and long again here. They haven't got a whole lot of pressure on the quarterback on these pass situations, but they're mostly quick passes. So we'll see if the defensive line can get some pressure here.
Trips left, receiver to the near side. They throw it underneath Koleric, and Koleric is not going to get past Paxson, who forces him out of bounds, and punting situation coming up for the Indians.
Yeah, Indianola's offense is definitely not set up for 3rd and long. It's a short passing game. Just you can't make that up on 3rd and 12. Good range by Barnett there to make the tackle on the edge.
Logan Wolf set to return this punt. Again, he's returned 3 for touchdowns this year. Cooper Huff is the punter. And the Tigers block it. Ball loose, and it's going to be picked up. Touchdown. Tigers return it, and it's Colin Bonecamp with the touchdown. The Tigers special teams.
Maybe we got an excessive celebration or unsportsmanlike penalty here in the end zone, but it was nice to see him get the block and the touchdown, to get him rewarded there for the block. Slips right through there. Good extension. The ball hops right up into his hands. Touchdown.
The Tigers score. Oh, the spike on the football by Bonecamp, and that's why the penalty flag came out.
He was just trying to set the ball down, Mark. He was just trying to place it onto the ground.
Got a little too excited.
No, that's not how you're supposed to place it down there.
I'm sure Coach Brad Remmert will tell him that's incorrect way to do it. I mean, he's not used to putting the ball in the end zone. How's he supposed to know?
Exactly.
So that will be marked off on the kickoff and sportsmanship-like penalty against Colin Bonecamp.
I thought the celebrations were good for ratings, Mark, when they score touchdowns.
Tigers blocked the punt. Second time they've returned it for a touchdown this year. A third time they have returned it for a touchdown this year, and the extra point up and good. It's now 28-0.
Well, I was excited to see the offense get the ball and kind of march down and score, but Bonecamp just took care of that himself.
Bonecamp does it all. Blocks it. It takes a nice bounce for him, and he's in. And watch this. I got in, baby. Give me 6.
Tired of Wolf running it back for touchdowns. I'm just going to do this myself. I know you're going to be upset as a coach about the penalty, but you're excited about the play. You'll take that. He's just excited. You're a defensive tackle. You don't get to touch the ball very much, so when you get it, you're excited.
It's a big penalty, though, 15 yards, so Cook will be kicking from the 25-yard line. So Tigers stretch their lead now to 28-0.
Been really impressed all year of how many times we've scored on special teams. We've done that a lot in different ways.
Cook still with a fairly deep kickoff that it's dropped and then picked up. And across the 30 is Trice Kurgan. I'm impressed with the crowd size for Indianola.
Yeah,
Coming in as a big underdog, and they brought a lot of fans.
They've been passionate the whole way here. Good job by the Tigers, though, filling their lanes there. There's just nowhere to run.
Good starting field position, the ball at the 33-yard line.
Wildcat set again here for Indianola.
Hildreth gets the snap, and Hildreth gets a good block around the right end. His longest run of the game, and he'll take it into Tiger territory up to the 46-yard line.
That's good blocking there on the edge, too, by the Indians. They got him to the outside. They haven't got much outside today. French kind of got caught on the inside, and then they got outside the linebackers, and that's what happens when that happens.
1st and 10. The Indians, again, held to just 36 yards in that first half in total offense. So they're going to bring back VC at quarterback, play action, looking to throw, and overthrows Kalarick.
It's like Trey Weimer there with the pressure. Makes that throw a lot harder. If he's able to set his feet, he's probably going to complete that pass. Does a great job of taking a good angle here. Trey's getting to the edge, too.
Well, the Indians won their first 6 games of the year. Then they lost their last 3. Kind of limped into the playoffs here.
And their prize is a trip to the Dome.
Yeah. Play action. VC rolling to his right, dumps it out, and making the catch is Brennan Meacham, the fullback. And Meacham calls in his 8th reception of the year. And ball spotted right about the Tiger 39-yard line. So it's 3rd down and 3.
Again, their offense is set for that short passing game. 3rd and long is not going to work for them. So they just kind of took a chunk there to try to set up 3rd and short.
Wireman and Boozle split wide to either side. Play clock down to 8. Tigers showing blitz. VC back to pass, throws it out in the flat, and it's been caught by Hildreth. There's a good open field tackle by Campbell. He's going to pick up the 1st down, I think, but how about Jack Campbell showing his athleticism?
Speed, yeah. Right by the center. It's a flare route. He meets him 1 yard downfield. Good job by Porter on the edge, too, there to get off his block and make sure the tackle was made.
Jack Campbell actually stopped him from a 1st down, so it's 4th down and 1 coming up here for Indianola. So they pack it in tight. And officials timeout. And I think Indianola did call for a timeout for 4th and 1 here. 9:03 to go in the 3rd. Tigers lead 28-0. Cedar Falls led 21-0 at halftime, and got a block punt by Colin Bonecamp, who returned it for the touchdown. Tigers extending their lead. Cedar Falls out of Class 4A District 3. They went undefeated in district play, beating Cedar Rapids Prairie in the final game of the regular season, 28-14. Prairie at Johnston tonight.
Interesting to see that score because, you know, Prairie's a very good team as well.
They're just so hard to prepare for, that unique offense they have. And
their other loss this year was to Waukee early in the year. It's kind of a tough game for them, but
they gave the Tigers problems down in Cedar Rapids. The Tigers holding on, and then you see Prairie playing at Johnston, other half of that district. Centennial ranked 3rd in the state, hosting Southeast Polk, who comes in with a losing record into the postseason. 4th down and a yard, and movement by the Indians, and now be 4th and 6. So Indianola shooting themselves in the foot. Okay, they only had 2 penalties in the 1st half.
You think that's the play they called during the timeout?
Eric Kluver, their head coach, who's guided the Indians to 8 playoff appearances, now 9 playoff appearances, is saying, guys, come on.
They may still go for it here, but it is kind of getting to that point. If they want to get back in the game, they kind of have to score on this possession.
4th down and 6, back to pass, throwing it, and great diving catch. 1st down. There's Boozle again, making the grab.
Tremendous effort on the edge here, diving extension. Also the ability to control it as you're hitting the ground is big. Nice catch, uses his body there, tucks it into his stomach.
1st down and 10.
So pick up the 1st down and their deepest penetration of the ball game. 8:45 to go in the 3rd. Tigers show blitz again. Now they pull it off. And VC will give it to Hildreth up the middle. Hildreth snakes his way up to around the 30-yard line.
Like French and Louviere there on the tackle. He kind of almost spins off it here at the end. He's running hard.
Tigers, again this year, giving up just 5.7 points per ball game. Cedar Falls, 5 shutouts this year. Now they go with that wildcat with Hildreth, and Hildreth gets 3 yards out of it, bringing up a 3rd and 1.
Tiger tackle, Tyson French.
Again, they're still waiting about the status of Cale Loescher. Will be in at quarterback here to begin the 2nd half. So he took a hard hit, helmet to helmet hit near the goal line.
That's one of those where he's kind of indecisive, whether to kind of try to drive through to the end zone or run out of bounds. He just kind of ducked and allowed to hit helmet to helmet.
3rd down and 1. Looking to throw. VC lobs it down the field to Boozle, and it was intercepted but out of bounds. There's Hogue again for the Tigers with the coverage.
Been impressed with his positioning there defensively. Keeps his inside leverage. Finds the ball, makes a great play on it right here. A great effort.
Logan Hogue didn't say his name too much during the regular season, but coming up big here.
Maybe it's like Revis Island. They don't want to throw over his way or something.
4th down. Can the Indians convert again? And VC will give it to Hildreth. And Hildreth, second effort. I think he got it. He did.
I'm not sure that this is the second spot. I don't think he got it. It's going to be close. Well, this side looks like he's got it. The far side didn't look like it to me.
First down,
Indianola faithful still supporting their team. So ball spotted at the 24-yard line. 7:21 to go here in this third quarter.
Similar to a first down that Sam got in the first half, where he kind of got stopped short but got that extra half yard after contact.
So twice the Indians have gone for it on 4th down in this drive and converted. VC, play action, looking to throw deep and picked off. A bad pass, and Alex Paxson has another interception.
And that's where pressure helps. The defensive line's able to get pressure. It doesn't make this an easy throw. You know, sitting up here, you're looking like, what is he throwing at? But with all that pressure, he doesn't have time to see that.
Alex Paxson.
Paxson was kind of in a zone, and the guy that was open ran into his zone, and the quarterback never saw him.
4th interception of the year for Alex. The Tigers take over at the 22-yard line.
It's a good sign here to see Losher back in there.
So when Losher took that hit, our camera person who was near there said that he was complaining about his neck. As Gary on first down, Sam Gary fights his way for a couple. The Tiger offense, Cale Losher back at quarterback. Real positive for the Tigers. Sam Gary's a tailback. Wideouts of Logan Wolf, Jackson Gilbert, Ben Cernett. Also see Luke Anholt. Offensive line, which has been dominant at times this year for the Tigers. Caleb Holtzman and A.J. Jackson, the tackles. Justin Campbell, Jackson Leistokow, the guards. Brady Hoth at center. Tight end, Jackson Frericks. And Gary around the right end. Kind of stumbles, but may have picked up the first down with that last little bit of a surge.
I mean, let's see where they spot it. I don't think he got a great spot there.
Gary had 103 yards rushing in the first half.
I don't think we're going to see a lot of design quarterback runs here in the second half, Mark. Take it easy on Cale here, I think. This is one where you could sneak it in the pass, but I don't think they will here. Probably bring Frericks in motion and run power this way.
3rd down, about 1.5 yards coming up for the Tigers. Sam Gary met in the hole, but able to pick up a first down. Gary gets this tough yardage.
That's just hard to stop. If you tell him you got to get 1.5 yards, bringing an extra blocker, running power that way, you're not going to be able to stop that.
Colton Clavell, he's the leading tackler for Indianola in the season, coming up with that stop. 1st and 10. Ball now up to the 34-yard line. That first half, Logan Wolf caught 5 passes for 73 yards and then was 3 for 3 throwing, including a touchdown. Losher's first pass in the second half. Airs it deep. He has Wolf caught and knocked out of bounds inside the 20.
I think he's okay, Mark. Perfect pass. Steps up in the pocket and just lets it fly.
Wolf had to slow down.
That's one of those. Well, he probably let up a little bit because he overthrew him once in the first half, but they've been double covering him over the top most of the game. They finally didn't have a safety over the top, and Cale just let him go get it.
Ball down to the 19-yard line. .47-yard pass play. Strong side to the right, and that's where the Tigers go. Gary has running room. Sam Gary keeping the legs moving as he spins close to the first down marker near the 10.
And this has been a good play for them. Pull one of the linemen, get an extra number out front. Sam's been finishing the runs well.
Indianola had their best drive of the game going a few moments ago, but then the second turnover of the game. Alex Paxson with that interception, and now the Tigers smelling the end zone again. 4:32 to go in the third. Loescher under center, pitch to the right. Gary following his blockers patiently and picks up a first down right at the 6-yard line. He's tackled.
That's one of those plays where they've been getting 5-6 yards pretty consistently until they stop it or do something else. You just keep pounding it there.
Cedar Falls making their 29th playoff appearance. School history. Tigers coming in, the number 2 seed. The second highest RPI, I guess the correct way to call it now.
Yep.
First and goal. Ball marked at the 7. Here we go again, same play.
That's kind of what we talked about. Keep running until they stop it. Okay, they stopped it once here. Now we'll make an adjustment and see what we have.
No gain on the play. Ball stays at the 7-yard line. Brad Remmert is the head coach of Cedar Falls in his 14th year. Last week picked up his 130th career win in the 28-14 win at Cedar Rapids Prairie. Second and goal. Wolf gets the catch, pushes off Hickson, and will get in for the touchdown.
He's still not down. He almost got tackled twice there. Just pushed the defensive back out of the way. Just too strong, too fast. Got it in the end zone there.
Any question who the best player on the field is? Look at this.
Just get out of my way. Getting in the end zone.
Logan Wolf putting on a show as the Tigers line up for the point after.
Maybe Bone Camp can show him how to spike it.
Oh, and it's blocked. The streak comes to a close.
They've been close on a few of those today.
And so Indianola blocks it, and Matthew Cook, who had made 45 consecutive extra points, and it's blocked. So let's watch the touchdown. And again, this is Cale Loescher throwing to Wolf, but it's Wolf individually. Get off me. And muscles his way in for the score. Tigers have been running that play more as the season's progressed.
Well, teams start to put somebody over the top, and you can't do that if you just throw it to him directly.
So, well, this Class 4A first-round playoff game is being brought to you by Witham Auto Center. Everything we do is driven by you. Located on South Main Street in Cedar Falls, or find us online at withamauto.com. Thank you, Witham Auto. Allowing us to provide you with Tiger football on Cedar Falls Community Television. There's Cook kicking off. Shocker, he missing that extra point. Really wasn't his fault as Paxson with the good open field tackle.
I'd say that's another example where I talked about I like a quicker whistle on some of those plays because he took a shot there he probably didn't have to take. Hickson there. He got stacked up, kind of got stuffed, but they're taught to play to the whistle. 3 or 4 Tigers drove him back and into the ground there. I don't think they have to, or they don't have to have that play. In the NFL, if they wrap up the quarterback, they blow the whistle right away. You touch him, they blow the whistle.
Or they throw a flag.
Exactly. Ask Clay
Roughing
Matthews.
the quarterback.
Yep.
First and 10 for the Indians. Now, one thing that blocked extra point is Good running, second effort, finding his way is Brennan Meacham. Fullback. Correction, it's Kolaric, Colby Kolaric. Kolaric takes the ball up to the 34-yard line. Now the Tigers make that extra point. It's a continuous clock with a 35-0 lead in the second half. But
it's a good second effort on that run there. Kept his legs moving, driving through.
Kolaric coming into tonight's game with 345 yards rushing and 5 touchdowns. So it's a pretty good season on the ground as VC throws it over the head of Meacham, fullback.
It's good discipline by Weimer there. He started to crash kind of down here in the end. He realizes it's a pass, takes a good angle. Johnson was there to make the tackle even if he caught it.
The one thing about the Tigers this year, I've been impressed that front four able to shoot the gaps, put on good pressure on quarterbacks, but the discipline they've shown on the outside.
Exactly.
As well.
Maintaining contain is huge.
Second down and 10. VC looking to throw, and he is running for his life, and then Meacham makes the catch, short gain right in front of the Indianola bench. He's knocked out of bounds.
The quarterback paid for that one. Steps through, pays for it.
Second down and 6. VC, senior quarterback. Kenny only had 2 touchdown passes this year, and he's thrown 2 interceptions coming into the game, but he's thrown 2 tonight. Ken Koltoff talking with his offensive line. There's Jackson Leistokow and A.J. Jackson listening to the coach. Third down and long, and it's a first down run.
Indianola is starting to get some seams there. It's mostly that dive or trap play that's been working for him.
Spotted at the 49-yard line. 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Cedar Falls led 21-0 at halftime and now lead 34-0.
They're kind of double teaming one defensive tackle and pulling another offensive lineman to kind of create that seam.
VC gives it off to Hildreth, and he is wrapped up. Tigers getting in there very early. And a flag comes out at the end, and I think this is going to be on Jack Campbell.
Can't believe they called that. His arm was on the football. He ended up pulling his arm out of there at the end of the play. And this is where the quicker whistle eliminates this kind of stuff. He blew the whistle. His arm was still tangled in there.
He stumbled, and they throw it. Jack Campbell, not a dirty player. He plays very hard.
Plays hard, yeah. But that's one of those things where I talked about. If you don't blow the whistle, he's going to keep going, and then it gets a little chippy where one guy has the ball, Jack's got his arm on the ball, and they're both pulling at it. I don't know what else he could have done there. He let go of it when they blew the whistle.
Ball spotted at the 37-yard line. Now they have Dylan Hildreth running that Wildcat. And Hildreth tackled immediately, and there's Nathan King.
King did a really good job there of getting off of his block. Right there. Gets clean, wraps up, makes a tackle. Good job there by Nathan King.
Second down and 9. Minute 29 to go in the third quarter. Cedar Falls getting touchdowns in this quarter from Colin Bonecamp off a block punt, and Logan Wolf. A 7-yard touchdown pass from Cale Loescher. VC, a lot of time to throw. Now running backwards. And throws it, picked off. Tigers with Caden Barnett coming out with the interception.
That's the thing. They haven't had much of a deep threat, so you're able to kind of sit on those shorter routes. Quarterback gets under pressure. He's been hit a few times. He just gets rid of the ball here. Great play by Barnett diving in front there.
Difficult catch by the junior linebacker. That's an athletic play. So the Tigers will take over at their own 36-yard line.
This has been a great experience for him too. You know, he's gonna have a big role next year with Campbell and Tate gone at the linebacker spots. Getting good experience here.
Minute and 9 seconds. Barnett getting the start last week at Cedar Rapids Prairie, and he played very well down at Cedar Rapids. Jet sweep. Jackson Gilbert is snuffed out. Choleric, he's played hard tonight. And coming up from his strong safety position to come up with the tackle.
That's one of those plays that's tough. Like we said, if you can't quite get to the edge, it's usually a negative play.
Big loss, about 6 yards. 2nd down and 16 coming up. 45 seconds to go here in this 3rd quarter. Tigers led just 7-0, even though they dominated that first half until they got 2 touchdowns within a minute and 29 seconds to go here. Oh, the ball goes through the hands of Wolf, who falls down awkwardly. He's all right.
He's not happy with himself on that one. He'd like to have that one back. He catches that almost every time.
It's 3rd down coming up. Wolf showing he's human.
And he just makes those tough plays look so easy. Whenever he misses one, you're shocked.
Losher works out of the gun. The blitz is on. They set up a screen. And pass thrown too high. And Sam Gary cannot bring it in. It goes incomplete. Gary slow getting up.
Kale's a little mad at himself here. The throw was just a little too high. There was some room, but they were closing in pretty hard. Sam kind of took a big shot there.
Tigers get the pick from Barnett, but offensively they can't do much on that series, and now we'll have to punt. The Tigers are going to get – flag comes out. I think
they had 12 men on the field or something.
Indianola. 12 men. Indianola coaching staff upset. They're saying that, hey, we asked for a timeout. The referee had thrown his flag. So
I think it's just a 5-yard penalty.
Yes. So the ball.
Too bad it's not like an automatic first down with it or something like that.
So that'll be a 4th down and 10 coming up. Losher will be punting. And Choleric and Dylan Hildreth back to receive the punt. Choleric calls for a fair catch. Oh, and he dropped it. He picks it up, though, on the bounce, and he's brought down at the 19-yard line.
Great punt there by Cale. Good hang time. That's one of those, as you're trying to fair catch it, you start seeing all those red jerseys running at you. It makes it harder to catch the ball.
I was watching Indianola in the warm-ups for the game, and they were really struggling on I don't know if it was just the surroundings here at the Dome, losing the football or what, but they had a hard time on their people were punting to them. So ball at the 20-yard line, just 12 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. And carrying the ball off the left tackle and fighting his way for couple. Colby Choleric, and Cedar Falls will head into the 4th and final quarter, up 34-0. And you're watching Class 4A first round playoff action brought to you by Witham Auto Center on Cedar Falls Community Television.
Whatever you want, Witham has it. Like years of experience when you bring your vehicle in for service. Our expert technicians have the know-how to service any make or model. Combine that knowledge with the latest technology, and no service department around can compare to Witham's. And remember to go online or check your mailbox for this month's specials at Witham Auto Centers in Waterloo, Cedar Falls, and the Port City.
Everything we do is driven by you.
It takes less than 1 minute to find out if you may have prediabetes, and you can do it here. So what are you waiting for? Just go to the site.
This playoff broadcast is brought to you by Witham Auto Center. Everything we do is driven by you. Located on South Main Street in Cedar Falls, or find us online at withamauto.com. Tiger cheerleaders, they're happy. Why not? Cedar Falls up 34-0. They're 12 minutes away from moving on into the quarterfinals. Class 4A playoffs. Second down and long coming up here for Indianola. Again, they'll just dump it underneath. Kalarick with the catch. Third down and 4 coming up. Tigers through 3 quarters, 21 first downs to Indianola's 9. Tigers 389 yards in total offense. Indianola with only 135. Sam Gary is 127 yards rushing. Cale Loescher, 12 out of 16, 171 yards, 2 touchdowns. Vesey over the middle, and he'll complete the pass for a first down as he breaks tackles, and Kalarick fights his way up to about the correction. That's making his first catch of the game is Alex Powell. And that's up to the 42-yard line.
Campbell just misses him there.
So Cedar Falls right now seeing if they can keep this shutout going. Of course, their 6th shutout of the year. As trying to bounce it outside is Kalarick, and he is chased out of play.
It's like Dunlop there on the pressure there on the edge.
Indianola again making their 15th playoff appearance. Although I guess now this would be their 16th, but they had just a record of 1-14 in postseason play. So
I think tonight's their 15th.
Yeah, so they're used to being one and done.
Yeah.
Rolling out, this is Vesey, and he'll throw it. Again, they just like these underneath passes, and this is a catch by Hildreth, and Hildreth will take it up to the 40. So Indianola playing hard.
Yeah, you got to commend their effort there. Keep playing hard there no matter what the score is here. Good cutback there.
Dylan Hildreth coming into the game. He was the leading receiver as well as leading rusher this year for Indianola. You can see they don't have that real vertical game.
This is a short passing game and hope they break a tackle.
Hildreth up the middle, and Tigers wrestle him down quickly. There's Jack Campbell heading to the University of Iowa next year.
And you can see why they don't have many interceptions on the year because it's almost everything short, those short passes, but he's had to try to stretch it a little bit more today, which caused some of those picks.
Hogue, Paxson, and Barnett with interceptions for Cedar Falls. Now that makes Brad Remmert, the head coach of the Tigers, happy when they get those turnovers.
You always want to win the turnover margin.
And now Indianola's going to have to call timeout. So look at Indianola's season this year. It's been a kind of a tale of 2 halves as Indianola started the year hot as the Indians won their first 6 games of the season, including an impressive win on September 7th against Fort Dodge, 27-21. And had it up to 6-0, but that's when they played the heavyweights in their district, and they lost at Johnston. Waukee rolled them, and then the loss at Des Moines East, very surprising.
Yeah, because that was 2 teams that are pretty similarly matched. And it was almost, I thought it was almost a playing game to get in the playoffs, but the RPI strength of schedule to win against Fort Dodge kind of got Indianola in the playoffs.
And if you look at Indianola in their district, District 6, they finished with a losing record at 2-3 in Des Moines East, who beat them and had a better record in the district, did not make the postseason.
And that's why it's important to play good teams in the non-district because you have almost as many non-district as district games.
So just kind of interesting, and Indianola could end the year on a 4-game losing streak. Kind of put a bad taste in their mouth after the promising beginning. Vesey, Chase throws it down the field and just throws it away.
And that's a tough pass when you're rolling out to your left if you're a right-handed quarterback to stop and throw. King kind of gets through there, and Bonecamp and Campbell. Nobody's open downfield.
3rd down and 9 coming up for the Indians. They came in averaging almost 28 points a ball game, but been blanked so far by this Tiger defense. They'll go with Hildreth. Good play calls. Tigers blitzing, and they ran past him, and he picks up about 5 yards.
Sets up 4th and 5 here. I'm sure they'll be going for it.
Dylan Hildreth, he needed just 23 yards to go over 1,000 for the year, and he's done that. He is
46.
Yeah, 44 going into this final quarter. Added to that with that run. 4th down. Can the Tigers stop? 9:52 remaining in the contest. VC will throw again. Throws it across the field and broken up.
Oh no.
Tough call. It's going to be going over the back on Ben Cernat. And
I don't think so. I mean, that's what they're going to call, but he steps in front, uses his left hand to knock this down.
We don't see just saw the tail end of it. Now we'll get a better angle here as he.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, that's perfect. That's textbook. Keep your body behind, stick your inside arm across with the left hand. That's perfect. So it's not going to get called that way, but that's exactly how you draw it up.
Tough break. The ball spotted at the 20-yard line. Cedar Falls.
They'll watch that on film tomorrow and say, good job, Ben.
So now Indianola entering the red zone. 9:44 remaining in the game. VC looking to pass. Tigers giving him chase, and again he throws it away. Caden Barnett breathing down his neck, VC's neck, along with Tate Johnson. 2nd and 10.
Getting rid of it. It's interesting that they're rolling out to that side more often. It would make more sense to me to go to his throwing side so he can set his feet and throw a little easier.
Again, this is the drama left in this game. Can the Tigers record another shutout? Low snap, and Hildreth up the middle. Picks up 5.
Indianola just tries to get some extra numbers to one side and just get whatever you can, get right behind your blockers and go.
Hildreth this year, he's found the end zone a lot. 18 touchdowns on the year.
Yeah, they definitely pound the running game here.
3rd down and 5 coming up. This is 4-down territory, deep into Tiger territory. So we got aided by that pass interference call. It's back to pass. VC throws it and overthrows the intended receiver. And VC was backpedaling when he released that ball.
Yeah, Paxton was going to be right there to make the tackle as well. Be interesting to see how close he would have been to picking that off. Just got tipped.
Yeah, Kolaric was the intended receiver. You see 4th down coming up. Great shots by our Cedar Falls Community Television team. They're bringing it. It's postseason.
Exactly. Everyone's up in their game.
Coming up strong here. VC out of the shotgun. Tigers, they set up the little screen pass over the middle, and Hildreth will fight his way, spinning. 1st and goal at the 3. Good call.
That was a great play call. Kind of used the aggressiveness against the Tigers here. Good extra effort there, getting a couple spin moves there to keep moving.
The shocker of this game was the extra point that was blocked. As Matthew Cook was almost on it. Was automatic.
Silence fell over the crowd there.
Yeah, it was like,
shocked.
what? Now Hildreth trying to find the end zone for the 19th time this year. No gain.
Now they're going to count that as a miss, but it was, it's blocked. I think it was going in if he got it off.
So it gets tough down there. There's Colin Bonecamp. Turned to block punt, 20 yards for a touchdown.
You got to admire the effort here of Indianola, knowing that the game is definitely probably out of reach at this point, but they're still fighting hard, running hard, blocking hard, and playing tough.
Can the Tiger defense make a goal line stand? VC working out of the pistol. They'll give it off to Hildreth, and Hildreth cuts it back, and he'll find the end zone. So Indianola gets on the board here with 7:45 to go in the fourth quarter.
And he got close enough to the goal line. He just dove right for the goal line. Got to the edge, knew he had to get down. Just dove for it. Good effort.
Hildreth again, 19th touchdown on the year. He's had a really strong senior season. Extra point attempt by Parker Hansen. High snap, and the kick is on the way and good. So it's 34-7. 7:45 to go in the game.
Now to be interested to see if we bring Kale out one more time here for an offensive possession.
So there you see our score. 7:45 remaining. As now the Tigers, only second time in this game, will be receiving a kickoff.
Yeah, that's what I always like to tell my guys. We're going to take one kickoff return a game. We get one kickoff return a game. So make it a good one. That's always the goal as a coach. Just want to receive one kickoff.
Well, who will the Tigers possibly play next week? We look at bracket C. So the Tigers are involved in, and Class 4A playoffs. It's either going to be Waukee or Urbandale. And that'll be in the quarterfinals next week. And Tigers would host that.
And the top seed in the tournament, West Des Moines Valley, is down 21-17 with 2 minutes to go. Southeast Polk has the ball.
That would be a
huge upset.
Exciting way to open up the playoffs.
One team with a losing record makes the playoffs in 4A, and they upset the #1 team.
That's right, 4-5 going in. Here's the kickoff. And Cedar Falls with the return. Sam Gary spinning his way outside. Has some running room. 30, 35, puts his shoulder down and takes it across the 40-yard line. Sam Gary playing very physical on the return team.
Waukee's up pretty big in the second half, 35-16. So it looks like it'd probably be Waukee for the Tigers.
So Sam Gary, watch the end of the run. This is the impressive part. As the kicker trying to make the tackle, and Parker Hansen got buried.
Your eyes light up as you're the return man. You see the kicker coming to make the tackle.
Bug meet windshield.
Think he's auditioning for Wolf's kick return job there?
I think that job's safe for Logan right now. Strong side to the left here. 7:36. Play action. Loescher's going to throw. Oh, he has Wolf making the catch. And Wolf slips past the tackle, and he's gone. Logan Wolf in for the score with 7:23 remaining.
Touchdown. Looks like another unsportsmanlike penalty at the end. Kale took a big shot, but he knew he had a guy open.
Yeah. It was
after. I think we might have said something to one of the Indianola players after the ball had crossed.
Was that a late hit? Wolf was already in the end zone when the flag came out. So that would cover 59 yards. Let's see here what the officials decide.
I think it's a touchdown, then you penalize it on the kickoff. And that's one of those ones as a coach it's really frustrating because you want to make, they're already past you, already past the play. Same thing on like a blocking penalty when you're not by the play.
59 yards that covers.
That herky-jerky motion by Wolf is so tough because he gets back up to top speed so quickly.
Logan Wolf is man among boys here tonight.
The nice thing is to see Kale healthy, and he popped right back up after he took that shot on that pass.
Well, Tigers not going to go for two. They're going to go for the extra point, and Cook boots it through. So a quick drive by Cedar Falls. One play.
Well, Cook started a new streak now.
Watch it again. As Loescher's hit just as he release and finds Wolf, and once Hickson can't bring him in, Wolf is unstoppable in the open field as he'll go in for the touchdown. So it's now 41-7 with 7:23.
That's tough in football when you're blocking and you're just aggressive. It's hard to turn that switch off. It's not something that's easy to do. The whistle wasn't blowing yet. He was still running into the end zone. He was just finishing the block. It just looked bad because it's wide out in the open.
And those cheerleaders, lucky that the Tigers, they don't have to do push-ups every time the Tigers score. Push-ups for how many points Cedar Falls has on the scoreboard. So you see that Indianola with the 14, that's what they were seeded going into this tournament here in the postseason. Cale Loescher now is 3 touchdown passes. Logan Wolf, he threw for one earlier, and now he has caught a couple here in the second half.
He had a long run, too, that almost went for a touchdown. Good tackle there by Custer, Chip Custer on the tackle.
The scare for the Tigers came late in that first half when Cale Loescher, running out of the pocket, tried to take it in the end zone, and it was a helmet-to-helmet hit right around the 2-yard line, and he was down on his back for a while, and our camera person down there heard him say his neck was bothering him. They took him out, and he did not play. There's that hit again.
Well, it's kind of how his neck kind of just gets shifted to the side there because he kind of ducks down. It's helmet to helmet. I think my neck would hurt too after that shot.
So the Hildreth getting a long run for him as Campbell finally brings him down, and 9-yard pickup.
And you know, is just trying to get numbers. They try to get extra numbers on one side, cuts back. Good run there.
.653 remaining in the game. Tigers trying to push their record at 10-0. As Hildreth will pick up the first down. Just see the difference in styles as Indianola takes 11, 12 plays to put the ball in the end zone. With
that's a tough thing when you get behind, too, because you can't make up those scores quickly when you run the ball and run short passes. So that's what's been so explosive about Cedar Falls is they can do both sides, both run and pass, short and long plays, and so they've been really tough to defend.
First and 10. Pass thrown, almost picked off, but caught by Wireman for Indianola. Almost.
That's a play Tate's seen a bunch of times tonight. He read it right away. Just missed it. The fun thing about one of those is that you're going to just take it to the house.
There he is. Tony's
still working the crowd.
Look at everybody else sitting down. Tony saying, amateurs.
The game's not over.
You got to be standing. 2nd down and 3 coming up after that catch by Braden Wireman, junior wideout. Now they'll give it to Colby Kolaric, who slips.
Or realizes he was going to get hit and goes went down.
Now,
get to the edge, you see Johnson and Campbell there. Let's just get down.
Tigers getting a little bit of motivation as former offensive lineman Ross Piercebaker is on starter, #1 ranked Alabama. They have a bye week this week, so he was talking with the team. He was down on the sidelines earlier in this game. Ball thrown out, and this is Kolaric turning the corner, still short of the first down. They'll bring up a 4th down and 1 coming up here for the Indians. Good tackle that time. Ben Cernat for Cedar Falls. So I thought this was. If this is third down.
So do they want to measure? Or they're not sure about the down, or
officials? They're going to bring out the chain gang to measure. So they're going to be checking here late in this ball game with the Tigers on top, 41-7. Tigers had Matthew Cook, who had made 45 consecutive extra points to begin this year. He had his kick block. The Tigers were up 34-0. Now, if he makes that extra point, that's a continuous clock. We'll probably be done out of here by now.
You didn't even try to jinx him.
No, I was shocked as everyone here at the Unidome. First and 10. Ball at the 45-yard line. And throwing it away is VC. VC forced to throw a lot here in this ball game.
We haven't put a ton of pressure on the quarterback. We don't have time because he's just a three or 5 yard out.
Two-step drop back, and then boom, he releases it. Second down and 10. 5.5 minutes remaining. Tigers appear to be hosting Waukee next week in the quarterfinals of the playoffs. And that would be here at the Unidome. And we will have the coverage here on Cedar Falls Community Television as Waukee had a big lead against Urbandale. And big thanks to Witham Auto Center for allowing us to provide you with playoff coverage on Cedar Falls Community Television. I asked if we could get maybe a free car for the announcers this week, but
it makes sense.
They didn't want to do that. First down pass, and there's Powell making the catch. Alex Powell for the first down. Tell you what.
And this kind of rollout makes more sense to me. He's able to throw a little better, rolling out to his right. Stop and throw. Louvier there on the tackle.
I can't tell you how impressed I am with the Indianola fans. They are up cheering like it's a tie ball game here late in the fourth quarter.
10-7, late in the fourth.
Yeah. They have not given up hope. This is Hilder trying to turn wide and thrown to the carpet hard.
It's a great play there on the edge by Caden Barnett. Keeps his outside leverage here while being blocked here. Gets off the block, makes the tackle. That's a good play.
Second down and 11.
Indianola bleacher creatures there.
They brought a pretty good student section. Second down and 11 coming up after that 1 yard loss. Low snap, VC, he's rolling to his right. Tyson French throws that into the ground.
And they were trying to set up the middle screen again, and Bonecamp read it this time. You'll see when he drops back, things open up. Bonecamp reads it. He stops, freezes, goes right back to the running back. Lets French put pressure on him there.
So there's VC, throws the pass incomplete right for the Tiger sidelines. He has to run across the field, talk to his coach, get the play, then run back to the huddle. And he'll probably be on a rollout again.
It'd be interesting to see the number of steps he has in this game.
That guy's in good shape. Goes back to pass and pocket closing, throws it over the middle. Oh, it's deflected and caught by Kolaric, and he's going to go in for the touchdown. Well, fluke score here as Kolaric catches it off the deflection.
It wasn't even to him. He was trying to throw it to number 15, Wireman, going across the middle. Overshoots him. There's another crossing route behind.
I thought that might have been tipped at first, but touchdown. Kolaric will go in for the score here. So
you thought they were cheering before.
And the extra point by Hansen is good. Watch it again. As they're looking for Braden Wireman, the ball floats.
It did get tipped.
Okay, it was.
Louvier did tip it. So it got overthrown and tipped. He got a touchdown out of it.
So
now, if you ask the quarterback always says that's who it was going to. That was the design play, but I don't think so.
Quinn Vesey, that's just his third touchdown pass of the season. And Colby Kalarick takes it in, so it's now 41-14. 3:32 to go. So Tigers will just expect an onside kick here then?
Yeah, they bring in the hands group here.
Okay.
That's why Sam got to return the last one, because Wolf was up here in the hands group. I think they'll probably try it this time. Looks like the kicker's setting up for it.
Okay, so it looks like right now, it looks like the ball's going to be coming. He'll be kicking it to his left. On that side is Logan Wolf along with Jack Campbell. Also for the Tigers, Bryce Albaugh.
I do like the rule where you have to have at least 4 guys on one side. So you can't do like 8 on one side. I'll say 4 on one side, 6 on the other.
So Parker Hansen, the kicker for Indianola, with the onside kick, and takes the high bounce, and ball tipped and knocked out of bounds. So got a very good bounce.
That's a great kick. This is what you want, end over end, spinning, takes a big hop.
The Indians just could not run it down. You want that third hop or second hop, take a big one. Look at this, perfect. Oh,
that's textbook right there.
Cooper Huff had a good opportunity for Indianola. So Cedar Falls will take over at the 35, 3:32 remaining in the ball game.
Looks like we got Landon Wolf in here at quarterback. Ben Bowman at center. Chip Custer, I think, at tailback. Weston Graham, I think, at fullback.
Grant Ray is split wide right. Split left is Aaron Faust. So some younger guys coming into the game here for Cedar Falls. 3:32 to go. And Custer up the middle. Custer running, and Custer's gone. Chip Custer will take it all the way in for the touchdown. Tigers get another big play. 65-yard touchdown run, Chip Custer.
Great breakaway speed. Hits the hole hard, finds the seam. Great blocking up front. Look at double team there, right there. Gets a little cut back, and he's gone.
After Indianola touchdowns, Tigers have
exactly bounce right back
immediately. Second one-play drive here in this second half.
They upset the offense.
So Chip Custer, what a memory for him. 65-yard run.
Chip's like, we should just do that every time.
The extra point, 48-14.
That was great blocking up front. Bowman in the guard got the double team there. Weston Graham got the linebacker. Chip hit that seam. He's gone.
So a quick 10-second drive for Cedar Falls, and Cedar Falls adds to their total 48-14. Cedar Falls showing why they are number 2 heading into this postseason playoffs.
I think the storyline is going to be that Cook missed 1 extra point. That was the shocker of the day.
Yeah, it's just seriously the big storyline will be Cale Losher and his health status, and an anxious moment for Tiger fans. Although Logan Wolf looked good at quarterback, Tigers
Yep.
having Cale Loescher in there.
I think they'll talk about it tomorrow at film
Yeah.
about it. If you're sure you're not
Yeah.
going to get in, you just get out of bounds.
Yeah.
Or get down.
Loescher had a very aggressive run for a first down in the game against Cedar Rapids Prairie last week, where he dove head first and just made a first down. Return up to the 25-yard line.
And that's been a little change in Cale's game the last couple weeks because usually he's scrambling to throw. He's been kind of scrambling, setting up, making that pass, but he determined he had a better option running there.
You can tell after against the Hawks at Cedar Rapids Prairie, the team kind of fed on that.
Yep.
And, you know, like their junior quarterback being aggressive like that, but I'm sure they would like it better if he just stays healthy.
So we've got Mickey and Borcherding in there at linebacker as well as Dunlop.
And coming up and slowing down Hildreth for a moment was
Borcherding was in on the tackle.
Yep.
Looks like Logan Clements was in on the tackle.
Game just won, 2nd and 9. So these younger players, some sophomores getting a chance to play in this postseason game. 2:49 remaining. VC still at quarterback. Incomplete pass as he tries to find Alex Powell. 3rd down coming up here. Stops the clock, 2:37 remaining. Tigers led 21-0 at halftime. They scored a couple touchdowns late in that second quarter that
The
really
momentum
was a
definitely
difference
swung.
maker.
Cedar Falls was dominating on
Yeah.
offense and defense. They just weren't getting the points yet. And those quick 2 scores really set up the second half here.
Colin Bonekamp with a block punt return, 20 yards for a touchdown early in the 3rd quarter, and the route was on. And VC running and a tackle from behind.
Great effort there by Trevor Fisher.
Fisher, a junior.
It's a lot of speed there coming to defensive end. Runs all the way across the field, gets off the block, turns on the speed. Great diving effort there.
He stops VC a yard short, so it's 4th down and 1. Clock running, 2 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Good hustle. Trevor Fisher, 5'10", 160-pound junior.
A little undersized, but has the speed there.
So VC will give it up, and Hildreth picks up the 1st down.
Hildreth to the 36.
Look at Aaron Neiman also in there on the tackle there.
Neiman making the tackle.
So Indianola started the year 6-0. Then they're going to end the year in a 4-game losing streak. Meanwhile, the Tigers, they're going to win their 10th straight. And it's on to the next round of the playoffs.
Jacob Weichers is in on that last tackle as well.
They fake the jet sweep, and Hildreth runs into a wall right there at the line of scrimmage.
The impressive thing is Indianola still has their first group offensively out there, and our number 2 linemen are in there getting that same push.
Logan Clements with a tackle.
Mind your fans, we will have an awards ceremony at the conclusion of tonight's game.
Down to the 1-minute mark of this ball game. Again, our thanks going to Witham Auto Center, helping us to provide you with the coverage of this Class 4A first-round playoff game featuring the Cedar Falls Tigers.
Hildreth on the carry. Tiger tackle by number 42, Hayden Barnett.
3rd down coming up. It's probably the last play of the game. Look at Indianola, the fans, standing ovation for their team. They are loyal fans. Been impressed with them. Hildreth, his last carry, maybe in his high school career. They'll run for a 1st down, and final seconds will tick off.
It's a good effort by Indianola tonight. They just The Tigers are just too tough on all fronts tonight.
So the final score, Cedar Falls 48, Indianola 14. And the Tigers, ranked second in the state, remain undefeated, and it's on to the quarterfinals of the Class 4A playoffs with this win, and they will be hosting it next Friday, as they will be hosting Waukee, it appears, who had a big lead over Urbandale. So the Tigers are threatened early, but then come away with the win. Again, winning 48-14. And this first round playoff game featuring the Cedar Falls Tigers is brought to you by Witham Auto Center. Everything we do is driven by you. Located on South Main Street in Cedar Falls, or find us online at withamauto.com. Final thoughts, John?
It's a great effort all the way around, just what you want to do. Come out, no drama to the game. Come out and dominate the whole way through. Set yourself up for next week.
Cedar Falls victorious, now 10-0. Big game for Logan Wolf and the Cedar Falls defense as they grab the win here at the Unidome. Excellent job, as always, by our Cedar Falls Community Television crew. For the coach, John Yoakum, I'm Mark Simpson, and you've been watching Tiger Playoff Football on Cedar Falls Community Television.
What's the easiest way to buy? The Witham way. That means offering a great selection of new Fords and Volkswagens at our Cedar Falls location. From the brand more people buy, Ford, to the innovative lineup of Volkswagens, we've got you covered. That's the Witham way. And check your mailbox for this month's specials or online at withamauto.com. Witham Auto Centers in Waterloo, Cedar Falls, and LaPorte City.
Everything we do is driven by you.